Okay guys, back for another cast in the druid. Changing plans, so I was about to fly to, well, last episode I sort of screwed up because I wanted to have my hearthstone down here and I had actually been there, but I forgot to set it up because there were other things I had to do, like get stuff in the bank, etc. But I was sort of, when I hearthed back and thought I was going to complete a couple of quests in Stranglethorn Vale. I ended up here instead, and I was about to fly to Stranglethorn Vale when I realized that I might as well learn these runecloth bandage now that I'm at it, and it's done right down here. Uh, Further, by the way, there was a quest, level 50 quest in Undercity that I could just hand in now that I'm here anyway. So this guy, Gregory Victor Doctor, uh, I've done a quest at level 35, I think, or at least close to. Maybe it was level 40, but in the neighborhood where I had to do a quest here, where there was some wounded soldiers you had to attend to. When you had become level 35 and had 225 skill level in um, first aid. I'm currently at 272. I'm not quite sure about the level here, but as I have sort of my current first aid level is well, heavy mage with bandages are sort of green now. It's hard to level on them anymore. So uh, I just learned runecloth bandage, and I don't know if he can teach me heavy runecloth bandage, which is actually the heaviest of bandages. But for now, I'm just gonna make the two that I have, and I'm gonna. Even though I only have two, I'm pretty confident with. Yeah, I'll make more eventually when I get some more runecloth. I'm gonna put them down here in my healing and recovery section. And after that, I'm gonna fly to Undercity to pick up a level 50 quest called Call to Arms. It's a oh look here, you should go talk to this guy because you have this level and you can get some experience there. So I'm flying to Undercity now and figuring out if I should send these to another character or just sell them. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sell them. I'm loaded with Mage Weave at the moment, so that's a huge surplus. Up here in Undercity, this guy that I guess have yeah, he's a harbinger. I don't know if it's sort of an Easter egg for harbinger or something, but someone that announces something. And as you can see, he has sort of patrol route in the inner circle here by the bank and in the inner circle of Undercity. And he has 3 quests as far as I can see. There's a level 50, a call to arms to the Plaguelands. And to be honest, I think there's one in Orgrimmar as well. It's not like you can complete all of them. If you complete, say, the one from Undercity, then I'm pretty sure this one will disappear. Yeah, you can see it here, a call to arms the Plaguelands. I don't think it rewards any reputation. And actually there's one in Undercity as well, a call to Plaguelands from this guy walking around here. Pretty much sort of in the busiest of areas so people can sort of see it. But I'll take the other continent, yeah, later. I'll do as many as the 50s as I can here. So you could say what I'm missing out on is a 50 elite that I'm probably gonna wait till at least 55 if I'm gonna try to solo it because it's pretty dangerous. It's 2 level 50 elites. I think I can pull them one by one and maybe grind them down, but have to sort of summon them, and when you do that, you risk getting aggro sort of instantly. So I'll have to think about that one. Uh, Other than that, I have one in Sunken Temple. I could try solo it as level 55. I need to look if it rewards any reputation. Otherwise, I'm definitely not gonna bother with that. Or just do it when I eventually find a dungeon. And then I have all the sort of hinterlands elites that I might do eventually, maybe even with this guy. It was a guy, nice god, I wrote, but actually I meant nice guy. I did more on my priest yesterday with this guy. Finnish guy. There were two guys from a Finnish guilds. I could sort of see it on their names. They're very typically Finnish. You sort of know that instinctively when you are Scandinavian yourself. So he's not a nice god, but he's a nice guy. And he was tank and full Mara with my priest hospitaller, and that's how I sort of make notes, because eventually I'll sort of forget who was what, etc. But he was talking about maybe doing these hinterlands elites at some point, and maybe doing some Sunken Temple as well. Unfortunately, I sort of insist to do Moradon before I do Sunken Temple. But to be honest, maybe I don't even have to. I'm gonna have to look into that. But I have. The problem is also that I'm limited to 20 quests, so it might be hard for me to obtain all the Sunken Temple quests with these sort of limitations. But that's for another matter, or for another time, I mean. One other good thing about being here in the Undercity is that I can actually take the Zeppelin from outside. Um, so after I picked up this quest, and I think I completed down here, which is sort of the entrance to Western Plaguelands. Then I can sort of fall back to these sort of Zeppelin towers and then fly to Grumgul base camp. Will save me a ton of time instead of flying there. Let's see if we can locate the guy first. Um, yeah, I'm not sure I'm running in the right direction. He might be walking in the other, but I guess I'll catch him as I'm mounted, and the quest giver is not. There we have him. So yes, I would like to. No, not Kamuyashi. A call to arms, please. Thank you. And it's a little buggy here with the elevator and stuff. It is for everyone. Always take a fresh elevator. So usually when it seems like I can pretty for sure sort of make it into the elevator, I'm gonna wait until a new one. It's just a bad way to die, to get squashed or taking falling damage the other way around. Another thing is that it's not all doors that I can sort of get through, being rather big, with mounted, I mean, especially. But apparently here I can sort of wall hack with my head through the door, as you can see. It's not everywhere that I can do that here in Undercity though. So worst case scenario would be that um, yeah, get into the elevator and I get stuck, and yeah, and the elevator is just, I wouldn't say it's bugged, but it's acting a little bit odd sometimes. So play it safe. Just really bad way to go. Dying from something like that. I guess my top one death would be disconnect, mainly because there's nothing you can do about it. I've noticed since I've started playing hardcore that my internet provider seems to be doing updates Sunday night, because I guess statistically it's where the least are online. They don't announce it, and I've been talking to some guys here in on the server that are, some of them were working as IT um, um, software, what do you call it, services, stuff like that, and they say it's normal that it won't be announced for smaller sort of breakdowns due to updates or restarting their servers or just maintenance in general. But naturally they try to do it unless it's a major breakdown that they have to fix. I haven't experienced that at any point, but um, but they'll do it at some odd hour. And my provider seems to be Sunday evening. It's typical there. I lose my connection if I ever do, and it's rare. And I know that the rest of the house or my son, he will usually or he will always lose the connection as well. So it's quite obvious that it's the provider that's doing something funky. So all I have to do here is pretty much just hand in. There we go. It's a go look. You can quest here, kind of quest. And I actually got 10 reputation with Undercity. This is fine. Quartermaster. Let's see if he has something interesting. Nope. I guess I have to have some kind of higher reputation with these guys. There was someone I could buy something from here, I think. Yeah. Nothing special though. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm just gonna fall back to the Zeppelin Tower, and then we're gonna fly to last mission of this episode, I think, unless it leads to something else. So I'm gonna hand in the quest where I picked up the bottles in the hinterlands, and then I'm gonna kill this big guy, hopefully, when I've cooked up whatever lure I need to get him to come to me. And Plaguelands right next to here, western and eastern Plaguelands. I haven't played there, nor on my priest for like probably like 12, 14 years, 15 maybe, I don't know. So it's gonna be interesting. It's like playing the game all over again, that's for sure. Ta-da, Zeppelin Towers, and none available at the moment. It's okay. And one is incoming. I'm not sure which one it is actually, but the first one you reach is always Orgrimmar, and then on the other hand, where it's sort of slightly more elevated, I think it's actually the one coming in there, is for Grumgol base camp. I'm not quite sure if it even says that anywhere. I think there's some guy down here. This guy, where is he? This guy. So he, at least he's gonna tell you that this one is for Orgrimmar, but it doesn't. As far as I can see, there's nothing telling you that this is for Grumgol, but it is. So while I'm waiting for this thing to take off, I can make a quick run through of gear. Trailing made by tailoring by my priest called Hospitaller, by the way. Um, yes, just haven't found anything better, and it has to do with um, the awesome spell power and just great stats. 10 intellectual spirit. This one from Dire Mall East, got it fairly cheap from the auction house, like 15 gold. Sometimes I see them now because there's not that many people running Dire Mall. I see them for up to like 40 gold. I would never pay that much for it, but it's quite nice as it's nature spell damage. So not that many people that really need it, you could say. Shoulders are crafted, great shoulders with set piece spell power damage. This is one of my weaknesses. That's just one that I found. Haven't found any better yet. Chest piece crafted, and yeah, it's just awesome. Braces bought from the auction house for like 10, 15, probably 15 gold. I enchanted it with 5 intellect, the best I could do so far. Staff from Sulfurak. The only one I ever seen on the auction house. Also I got it for like 10, 15 gold a long time ago. Sort of, maybe even before I knew I would start to do it, but I just knew the stuff would be interesting with all this nature damage. Gloves, 10, 15 gold, auction house, just goes perfectly with this guy. And belt that gives me a set bonus, also auction house, 10 to 15 gold, sometimes they go for up to 30, something like that. Trousers, weak point as well along with the cape, but there's just nothing better. I've checked the auction house over and over, but there's nothing better than this at the moment. I have a pair for when I reach 57 and have completed Sunken Temple that I will equip. Yeah, so this from auction house as well. I think it's from one of the world bosses, or it's a world drop anyway. With minor speed increase, quite nice in Moonkin form. Boss in Gnomeregon. Haven't found anything better. This is from the quest chain. Long one actually, but definitely worth it. Nice ring. And finally I have my nifty stopwatch from a quest in the Badlands. And that's it really. So, I actually have to fly to Booty Bay. So we're gonna do that first. In order to get this guy to spawn, we'll need to cook him a nice fat meal. And that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said previously, I grinded these 10 buzzard wings. And they will be sort of the main course for the big giant there that we're about to summon. And I think I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that this quest is sort of the last part of the chain that started from killing a semi-rare mob on the island outside. Actually, exactly there was this goblin Jesus figure standing. The reason why I call him Jesus figure is because he looks a bit like the one in, is it Sao Paulo or something, somewhere in Brazil, where there's this huge figure that's standing the same way. But it would be rather typical, at least I know that of the lore, that the goblins would sort of consider themselves pretty close to, yeah, Jesus. So, he's actually there. So, this is Mokrash here, is the sort of the semi-rare, it's a 50 elite. He leads to maybe one other, I don't recall. And then finally, no, I don't think he needs to this other guy that I'm about to hopefully kill. So I'm just gonna hand in the bottle thingy, the one I completed in Hinterlands. Picked it up by this guy, nothing leads to it, it's just there. And in order to, this guy, he won't appear if I just yeah, so I need to cook these guys, and I got the recipe in the Badlands a while back. You could actually buy it from a vendor in Desolus as well. So this guy, he has some cooking recipes. I think I got them all. Yeah, rather expensive, but also rather useful. As you can see, this one gives you 10 stamina for 10 minutes, for instance. Yeah, so in order to cook this up, I need 10 hot spices. I was about to say species, but yeah, that's something else. So, this is sort of an empty cooking vessel, but I need a cooking fire. Just gonna buff his pig as well. Don't forget the yeah, the pet. The pet needs a buff too. And I guess I might as well buff up a little here for the giant we're about to kill. I'm pretty sure I can cook up in here. Okay, we have a level 1, no need to buff her. Okay, so we got a stove here. And bingo. So yeah, why wouldn't you be able to cook on a stove? It's the very same guy. I need some drink. Let's see. I need, in order to summon him, I need 10 barbecue buzzard wings. I got that now, and then 5 bottles of jungle wine. Jungle wine here. There we go. Okay, should be good to summon him now. And to be honest, even though he's, I don't know, yeah, he's a 50 elite. Oh. Guess I forgot to hand in this one. Thought I did actually. Oh, okay. Now it's because I did hand in some bottles, but it was another quest. Message in your bottle. I think I might as well gonna hand it in now. Um, message in your bottle was a complete. Sorry, a quest I completed earlier. Where we had to kill some big gorilla, and I didn't hand it in at the time because I was pretty much sort of under pressure to get a lot of quests done to get maximum reputation gains. But it would seem fitting to hand it now. I mean, I'm doing level 50s and 51 is very close. And all these level 50 quests I can sort of still get full reputation gains even as a level 55. So I'm gonna hand in that quest after down there. Or actually I might just do it first. Why not? They're all on the island, and I think it's called Jaguar Island. There's a lot of stealth jaguars. This quest, by the way, it started with one of these bottles. They won't always contain the item that starts the quest, but I can imagine the chance is probably like 50% or something like that. It can contain various rubbish. Um, but when you get the paper, it will have you. Well, these guys actually shouldn't be a problem, even if I get aggro. But it'll contain the letter in a bottle, which is sent from this damsel in distress up here. And when you talk to her, she'll say you'll have to kill Mukla the Great Monkey, which I did in another episode, but I'm handing it now. I did it with, I don't know, a couple of other guys. It's a bit of, I don't know, some episodes back. Anyway, off to summon this big guy, Negolash. It's the classic sort of, yeah, what would you call him, a giant. And there's a lot of, as far as I recall, there's a lot of space to sort of, to kite him around. He will come out of the water, and I got my roots, so I should be fine. I don't know, I just want to make sure that I have enough mana, so that's the only thing I'm gonna buff up with extraordinary. I don't think I need mana regeneration, etc. But I'm supposed to summon him from here. If I fail, I could run away, and then I would just have to grind the materials again. There's a ton of room here to kite. Okay, and there he is. Level 52, okay, this might be a little interesting. Especially if he's immune to nature damage, I'll have a problem. But let's see how it goes. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to run. So I'm gonna try and give him 2 Wrath and then root. And repeat along the beach here. So as soon as he breaks the root, I'm gonna finish my cast and then reroot him. That would be now. Interesting walking mechanic. Displace and repeat. And druid is just shining here. I mean, this guy and the moonkin. I'm not using moonfire here because it'll break this damage will have a chance to break the root. So I prefer to do it like this. Easy peasy. It does take a strain on my mana pool, sure. And good night. I can make actually a couple of more bandages, I'll just do that. But the quest I'm gonna hand it in now in Booty Bay, right next to. And after that the plan is to engage in level 50 quests in on the other continent. And it's quite odd, by the way, that in here this doesn't count as inside, even though it's obviously a cave of some sort. But as soon as you sort of get out of this cave area, like say down there, you have to get dismounted almost instantly. Oh, it's actually down here. And I think I'm gonna call this an episode afterwards. Let's just see what he has to offer from the quest reward. Sure. You know what? I think I might actually equip it. I mean, I have an empty slot, and well, feels foolish. But sure, 1% chance to dodge. It's not completely useless. So, without further ado, guys, I'm gonna call this an episode. Everything seems to be going rather well now. So I'm gonna take the ship afterwards and then sort of scout the continent from top to bottom for level 50 quests, maybe even a few 51s. So, yeah. Without further ado, see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.